yours.
The eighth leading cause of death among the whole U.S. population. Diabetes, the silent killer that has no discrimination. Black women are at a higher risk, but Black men aren't excluded. In 2021, Black American adults made up about 9% of the U.S. population, and of that, 12% were diagnosed with this life-changing situation. Diabetes. You could have no symptoms and go undiagnosed for a lifetime. I just wonder how many suffered an untimely demise. But this isn't about me. One cannot definitively tell if someone has sugar merely by looking at him or her. They thought he was a junkie, high, on drugs. All they had to do was take a damn blood test. June 1928, June 1964. A fine jazz career and fiance, but perhaps it could have been more. Is, was, could have been. He is you, he is me, he is that sweet beat and melody underneath your feet. His music is like the wind. Once it's gone, you can never catch it again. But then again, you couldn't catch him on your best day. He practiced from 10 at night till 4 in the morning, and from his soul into his instruments he poured. He exhibited a love and discipline for his craft, an innovative sound. He was on the cusp of making major breakthroughs. Listen to these notes. Introduced other instruments to jazz or elevated the classical jazz fusion with his charming pizzazz, or maybe he would have composed a great ballet for his fiancée, Joyce. Symptoms of a nervous disorder include, but are not limited to, headaches, numbness, cognitive impairment. Symptoms of drug use include, but are not limited to, hallucinations, paranoia, increased heart rate, elevated mood. Symptoms of hypoglycemia include, but are not limited to, headache, hallucinations, irregular heartbeat, sudden moodiness. The symptoms are similar, but the treatments are vastly different. He was prescribed a pill for nerves. Uh-oh. Accident? No. Negligent? No. Assumptive. They assumed he was a junkie, but he was intelligent, an extraordinary jazz musician with an innovative style so distinctive that took music to a new dimension. He just wanted to stay in Europe and play around a bit. Dear Joyce, dream of you. Last night I dreamed that we were at the Los Angeles Opera. No, it's not a scene that jazz cats dug, but we made it a beautiful moment. I enjoyed playing all kinds of ways and all kinds of places, and that was a special place. I played, you danced, and the botanical garden sang beautifully. Then you danced into the garden, and I floated above the clouds. I could see you, but I could not reach you. Then I woke up, and you are not here, but your love is. Our love, even with the distance, is still as beautiful, serene, and magical. I cherished every minute that I spent with you. We had it all planned out. I would meet you in Paris, where we would finally marry. Even now, I can still see the life we were meant to have in the city of love, the city that should have been ours. Us walking along the Seine, you dancing in the sun, while I play a tune with the birds. You doing the dance and me, I just wanted to stay in Europe a while and play around. I didn't feel well. I felt terrible, but I played. I didn't want a doctor. I wanted sugar. It called to me, demanded that I drive around the streets of Paris until I found something to satisfy that craving. My Achilles heel, not alcohol, not tobacco, not hash, marijuana, psychedelics, but inner city sugar. I could barely move. I staggered. I flopped. My instrument dropped and I collapsed, but I collapsed thinking of you. They tried, but they didn't know. The sweetness in my blood that no one had detected. My body betrayed me in ways I never understood. Diabetes. If sugar can lead to a number of health problems and possibly death, why is it still legal? Had I known the effects of it, I would still be there with you. But your sweetness still lingers, even here. It almost drowns out the sour notes of life, deprived of the chance to be a husband and father, and watch you be a mother and wife. I'm sorry we couldn't become one, classical and jazz. Regardless of what label you put on it, it's still music. We would have made a far-out melody, pure creation, all the notes all scattered, the sweetest melody ever composed. Play my records when you miss me, and know that I loved you. The birds still sing to me here, and I can still hear your voice saying, Eric, I don't understand your music, but I dig it. Everyone that plays has something to contribute, and it takes the musicians that you never hear about to make the greats great. Well, if I had anything of any merit, time will tell. Love always, Eric. A coma caused by undiagnosed diabetes. Can y'all believe that shit? He was clean, remember, in every sense. No drugs, no alcohol, no tobacco. The doctor said it was a nervous disorder. And his bandmates, they thought he was high on drugs. I guess I can't blame him though. How many jazz musicians do you know that did not take drugs? How many musicians can you name that had hallucinations and dark eyes? If I said I couldn't name one musician that wasn't an addict, we know that'll be a lie. But sweet, how many musicians can you actually list that craved sugary treats? A coma, deprived of a life with a child and wife, and a melody deprived of a life without a father. Say his name. Eric Daphne, one of the most influential jazz players in history. Say the names of countless African Americans who left this world too soon due to healthcare disparities. Healthcare disparities. That's a fancy phrase for healthcare fuckers, or healthcare they don't give a fuck, or healthcare that just tells us to shut the fuck up. And so often we do. But no one knows your body better than you. Demand what you deserve. Choose to live your life and demand that they lower the price. Ultimately, change the way you eat. Because Daphne could be you, Daphne could be me. That sweet beat and melody could exist beneath our feet. Angeles Rosedale Cemetery in Los Angeles. Section 10, plot 140. That's where his body resides. But his headstone bears the true dwelling of his soul. He lives in his music. Once you hear it, it's gone in the air. You can never catch it again. What is, was, could have been. Perhaps it could have been more. June 1928,